A big thing is like Trump had no idea who Nick Fuentes was. But this whole I just got to go right to the heart of this anti-Semite claim that's happening. This is something, if you read the definition, it says you can't claim that there's multiple people inside of banks or in media that are all Jewish or you're anti-Semitic. And that's the truth. Like, it's the truth. What are we talking about? And
Library, what do you mean? You mean?
I'm saying, like, I've been labeled anti-Semite, right? So there's different beliefs about our bloodlines, you know, like the documentary that Kyrie posted. And in general, America has been left ignorant and history has been changed. So when we start questioning things that question the indoctrination, then you immediately get, you know, you said debanked or what did you say happened to you? Or
demonetized, deplatformed.
Demonized, demonetized. And what's so beautiful about this time is everyone got to see what's really been happening. And now we can really understand. We can see that Ron Emanuel was right next to Obama, and then Jared Kushner was right next to Trump.
But so we're getting right into it, I guess, right? I was hoping to go for the news first before we got into all of this.
Pence, he sold Trump out. You get what I'm saying? It's like I would have never wanted to do anything that hurt Trump. I'm on Trump's side. Trump said things that hurt me. He lied about me, but I mean, he's known for lying. And when people used to tell me that, you know, he's a liar, it's like, you know, I went into the trenches for Trump. That's another conversation. There was no one in my position that wore that hat. And all of my surroundings exhausted me. It was like death by 1,000 questions. I know I'm jumping to another thing, yeah. But what I'm saying is I know you got a rep for your people online, but it's you got a person in real life that I'm not with it, bro. I lost the money for the freedom of speech. And that's what makes me the only American that we know that really deserves to run the country, because everyone else, your boy DeSantis, Trump, whoever they raise in a petri dish over on the Democrat side is going to play the game.
Look, and, like, here's what I was trying to get to. You went right into the anti-Semite thing. I think it's something that should be talked about. But if you start bringing this up, you're going to ask my opinion on it. I'm going to disagree with you.
I didn't ask your opinion on it. You jumped into it.
But
I don't care about your opinion. I like your opinion on how we win an election, but I don't care about anybody's opinion, bro. I lost. They tried to put me in jail. They blocked $2 billion I had. Like what I told Farrakhan, I said, look, is it anti-Semitic for me to say his name out loud? Like I told the minister. Yeah, the minister. Like I told
Obama met with him too.
Oh, he was. Yeah, I mean the Jewish people allowed Obama to meet with the minister. You know, so Farrakhan said, well, did he have the money? The contract for the next 4 years, if I hadn't done anything, would have been $500 million a year for 4 years. What I was fighting for was the IP, so my children could, you know, I'm sorry, just sometimes I think about 7 thoughts at one time, because anything I see, I come up with like 7 answers to it and then just choose what it is. A year for 4 years. What I was fighting for was the IP, so my children could, you know, I'm sorry, just sometimes I think about 7 thoughts at one time, because anything I see, I come up with like 7 answers to it and then just choose what it is. But the thing is, when I said my children, the reason why my brain kind of blocked, because it's like God is saying, you know, your children are going to be okay. You know, baby mama's got money, right? God is using me. He's breaking me down, removing all of the, you know, richest person, all of this, so I can serve him. And the more and more those things are taken away from me, the more I can be empty and be a vessel and be able to be used. And right now, it's like, you're not going to take, if we can't, you're not going to take my pain away, right? The Jewish people say, it's the Holocaust, this happened, and you can't say anything about it. We can't take their pain away. No one's going to denounce the fact that they tried to lock me up. That's what, because every time I'm just holding stride, and it's like, I thought I was more Malcolm X, but I find out I'm more MLK, because as I'm getting hosed down every day by the press and financially, I'm just standing there. And when I found out that they tried to put me in jail, it was like a dog was biting my arm, and I almost shed a tear, almost, but I still walked in stride through it. Yeah.
I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who was they though? We can't say who they is,
corporate
can we?
press. I'm not using the. I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them, though, isn't it? I mean, because
No.
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018,
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone.
Hey, go ahead, Jordan.
Okay. So when majority of Kanye West was saying, like I said, I agree. I agree what he's saying. You know, but unfortunately, this is how it goes, and this is how maybe the world populates, or maybe in America populates. If you have money, I'm talking about bags and bags of money, and then you have the power to have that money, power, respect. You can do anything you want to. And I'm gonna tell this in our black community. This is why we need to stay in code and build our wealth. We have money to build wealth. We need to continue to build wealth. We need to continue to have protection so we can protect our wealth. You just seen it with Kanye, with Ye. You just see it with Kyrie, and any other. And like I said, this is what we're seeing. This is what we're waking up to. And also, shout out to Tariq Nasheed, because I'll be listening to the last 2 or 3 weeks. He talked about the same thing about, well, other than reparation, all that type of stuff. It continue to build our wealth and everything. So I'm just speaking for our black community right here. It is important to continue building and make a code for ourselves, so we can have the money, so we can have the power to do these type of things. You know, if we don't do that, we're not gonna go nowhere. We gotta listen to people that's higher up than us, and that's higher than us. You know, if we have the money and the wealth, we can do, we can talk more. They can't shut us up. They can't shut us up unless we contain that power. This is what the five stars been doing. Five stars boards been doing for a long time. That's why they keep in code for a reason, so they can build for their community. Let's take what they're doing and let's do the same thing what they're doing, because that's how, like I say, they own majority of the companies in America, from media, from everything, media, clothing, all that type of stuff. Especially in media, they control the media. So if they control media, that means there's some stuff we cannot say. Like there's rules and regulations. Like with YouTube, there's stuff we can say, there's stuff we cannot say. If we say something, we're gonna get flagged. Period. So let this be a lesson to like I said, to our black community. We need to, like I said, Kanye is splitting. Some stuff I disagree on. Sometimes he might talk a little bit too much, but what he said right here is true. And we're just feeding it. And I know, like I said, some people in our black community, they don't like Ye for the stuff he said about celebrities of choice. I get all that. He was wrong for saying all that. I totally disagree with what he's saying. But stuff right here, you need to take in. You might not like the man. Some stuff I don't like what he's doing, but some right here, you got to take that information and take it, because it's very, very important for our black community. That's my take right there.
There was a lot of gems in this one. There was a lot of gems we can learn from. I think Kanye did the right thing by walking off a Tim Pool podcast, because he was playing Tim Pool. I love you, but you was playing semantics. You was playing semantics. You know what I mean? And you was playing semantics. So because what was going on is he was saying who the people was that was blocking him, and and Tim would not say anything. That's Tim staying on code. Now the problem is, it took Kanye to go through this whole situation for him to realize it's time for you to come back home. It's time for you to understand the situation that you're going through. And he said some things that resonate to me. He said he had to lose everything so he can work for Jesus now. Meaning that we brought you back to the essence where you lose everything and you don't have anything to understand that how these people view you. 5-star people know how they play these games. And we need to stay on code like my brother Jordan said. Go ahead, my brother, and that's all I gotta say on that.
And this is why you gotta like, subscribe, and share this content, and make sure you hit the notification button on the bottom. So, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think Kanye was right? Do you think Kanye was wrong? Do you feel like he was wrong for leaving, or you think he should have stayed there? Or do you think Kanye just gibber and jabbing like he always does, too? Or what you feel? But that being said, Chaos Culture Radio,
We out.
we out. Peace.